Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. So for today's pick a card, this is a very spontaneous pick a card, by the way. I decided to film it like seconds before I filmed it. I'm feeling like a creative spark tonight, so I'm just going with the flow here. I kind of wanted to do a reading on who is obsessed with you. Who has you on their mind in like an endless loop that's just like repeating? Like who is just so obsessed with you that they can't stop thinking about you? Is there a person out there? Are they a person that's happening right now? Or is this someone who will be endlessly thinking about you? But anyway, we're going to get this person and we're going to figure out their characteristics. Sometimes this can be a stranger. This could just be someone that we don't even know that saw us in passing and was just so captivated by our looks that we're like, that they think about us all the time, or they're looking for the next time they can run into you, stuff like that. So this basically is a pick a card about that to see who's obsessed with you, who has you on their mind, a constant loop. We're going to be covering what thoughts they're thinking of you, and also little like types and kind of descriptions of what this person's kind of like who this person, what are they, what's their personality like, basically. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Starting, here's the groups before us, group 1, 2, 3, and 4. For group 1, we have this pink Tourmaline. So that's the group 1, the stone for group 1. Group 2, we have this Tangerine Quartz. That's group 2. Group 3, we have this desert glass. So that's group 3. And last, group 4, we have black Tourmaline. So yeah, take all the time you need to pick your crystal. If you're new here, the way pick a cards work, whatever crystal you're drawn to the most, usually using your intuition, you pick that crystal and then you go to the group and pick the timestamp, and then it takes you to your reading. So yeah, let's get right into it, starting with, if you need more time to pick your crystal, you can pause the video here if you need to. But without further ado, I'm going to get into group 1 with the red Tourmaline. Hey, group 1, welcome to your reading. So this is if you picked the red or pink Tourmaline. I've called it both. I'm just probably going to call it pink Tourmaline in the comments. So yeah, let's get into your reading. So first we want to see who this person is. Who is obsessed with you? What type of person is obsessed with group 1? And what are they like as far as their personality is concerned? So first card, we have Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. And for our second card to describe their personality, we have Vampire. Interesting. Okay, and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards. It's going to be a pretty simple reading. I'm not going to be pulling a lot of cards today, just so you guys know. And then I'm going to pull mainly tarot cards to figure out what it is that they are so obsessed, why they're obsessed with you guys. Why are they into you this much? So let's see. That's good. Let's do one quick side shuffle. Okay, let's draw the cards. We have the Sun, the Knight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. I might pull more cards as the reading goes, but let's just see how this goes for right now. Sorry guys, I had to run and grab the Astro dice because I feel like using the Astro dice in this reading. So I'm going to roll the Astro dice, and let's see what you guys have. We have the 12th house, Jupiter, and Sagittarius. So signs of this person could be, with the sign here, we have Sagittarius. This person that is obsessed with you could be a Sagittarius. That's just something to keep in mind. With Jupiter here, that Sagittarius influence is extra emphasized. So if you know a Sagittarius who kind of keeps tabs on you or something like that, I feel like that could be this person. Let's get into the reading to figure out more about them. So with the Hummingbird Spirit, be here and now, this person is really in the present moment. The best way I can describe it is, this is the type of person who's probably really busy or probably really active in the present moment. So this is someone who doesn't really think too far into the future. They don't think too far into the past. They probably live in the here and now. They live in the moment. And at the same time, they know how to kind of, how do I put this? Get the nectar out of every little flower that they encounter. And it's almost like they see you as this kind of like, with the sun here, they see you as this kind of like flower, basically, that has so much nectar to it that you're like an unlimited resource of positivity. So I feel like this person finds you very, very entertaining, a very like happy person. I feel like this person laughs at all your jokes all the time. This person is always trying to like get in your good graces. I feel like this card doesn't want to stay still. I feel like this person feels like you're a blessing in their life is kind of what I'm seeing. This person feels like you're just a really good time is kind of what I'm saying. I'm also seeing that with the Knight of Wands. I feel like this person in some way might share the same taste in music as you. And so that's really something that's on their mind, is the fact that like, oh my gosh, we have the same taste in music. We have the same taste, the same artists. We like the same types of bands, the same types of musicians, you know? I feel like this could be as simple as guys just like the same genre, or it could be deeper than that. It could be the fact that you like the same artists or something like that. I do feel with the 12th house here and the Lovers, they really want to get you alone. And with the Lovers here, this is a physical connection. Like these two people, this is a steamy card, right? This person wants to jump your bones, basically. I also want to pull some physical characteristics, but I'll get into that later on, like what this person, actually, let's just do that now. Just because it's a physical connection, I have my physical characteristics here. I want to pull a few just to see what they like about you guys. This person likes that you're clean. This person likes how you move, so with this Knight of Wands here, they could have met you at a concert or something like that, or some place where music was, and they saw you dancing, and the way you move, they can't get it out of their body, their mind, basically. They like your ears. They like that you are tough, or that you have like a no-nonsense attitude. And they like the way you talk. So there's something about, you guys have probably had really engaging conversations, is kind of what I'm seeing. So I feel like this person and you have had really engaging conversations. They're in the present moment. One thing that I am seeing with vampire here, you might view this person as an energy vampire. So this could be someone that, in some cases, could be someone that is coming into your life that you feel like is draining your energy. The difference is like they're really gaining a lot of energy from your connection. So they feel on their end that this is a really positive connection, right? But it's almost like this, with this vampire type of thing, there could be something, and also with the Seven of Swords, there could be some aspect where they're almost stealing. Seven of Swords can come into play too. This kind of description of it came into my mind recently, of like stealing intellectual property, because the swords represent logic, right? I feel like the Seven of Swords is like, you could be stealing like intellectual property of the other person, or stealing someone's ideas and using them as your own, something like that. So I definitely feel like this person really appreciates your wellspring of creativity. They might either be worried you're trying to steal their ideas, or they're worried that like, it's interesting. I feel like there's like a double-edged thing here. I feel like on one hand, this person feels really energized by you, right? But they're worried you could steal some of their ideas. Now, on the other hand, I feel like you feel drained by this person, but you're getting a lot out of them informationally, right? So I feel like there's one thing that's like, that you could recognize this person with, is like, you're getting a lot of information like about life from them, basically. With talking and ears here too, I am seeing this kind of back and forth where one of you is more the listener and one of you is more the talker. So there is something along the lines of like, when you guys have conversations, one of you is more listening and the other one's more talking. With the 12th house here, this person really wants to get you alone. They really want to get you secluded. With the Lovers here, they are lusting after you. They really enjoy your body. They enjoy what they think this connection can bring. They feel like, to get you alone, you guys could fully reveal yourselves to each other and be 100% yourselves. I think that's kind of what their mindset is. With Jupiter here, you provide a lot of blessings in their life. You provide a lot of expansion. You provide a lot of good vibes. You provide a lot of like, serenity is coming to mind, actually. Yeah, it's interesting because this person is, in a weird way, they're kind of conflicted when they think about you. On one hand, they really think you're very, very fun with the Sun card. They think you're very, very positive. You're very, very uplifting. On the other hand, with the Seven of Swords here, they're worried there's some kind of like theft that's going on. They're worried you might steal something of theirs. Sometimes this can go as far as like, they're worried that you have their heart, like you've stolen their heart, especially next to the Lovers. It's like, They're worried you've like run away with their heart is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So there's almost this vibe of like they don't want to give you their heart because it's almost like they have in a way. Like they already have, but they want to pretend like they haven't, if that makes sense. So I feel like they feel like you've stolen their heart from them, basically, or you've taken, I'm trying to think of the expression. I think it's stolen your heart, right? That's the expression. Or basically they feel like they've given their heart over to you already. Now it's interesting because the light attribute says makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. I feel like this person, the vampire card came out when it came out in this reading. I really felt called to say that this vampire card represents how you see this person. So this person, even though they're obsessed with you and they want you on a really deep, passionate level, you might feel they're an energy drain on your life is kind of the vibe that I'm getting, or you might feel tired around them. Even though you provide such joy for them, it's almost like they're siphoning it off of you is kind of what I'm seeing. You can think of yourself as the flower and the hummingbird sucking the nectar out of the flower. But it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like this person is, because they think about you so much and they're so obsessed with you, this person likes to take a lot from you, right? Because they're very present moment minded. They don't think about the future. They don't think about the past. They're just in the moment and they just know you're a good time. And so they want to keep like attaching themselves to you basically. So on one hand, I see like a really positive connection with as far as like sharing music tastes and stuff like that. Another thing too with the Seven of Swords here, they could be worried that, you might, I'm not really seeing this too much, but they could be really that you might steal their taste or their music or their style or something like that. Or they're worried that you're going to like adapt certain parts of their life that they want to keep to themselves. But for the most part with the Lovers, the Knight of Wands, and the Sun coming out as like the majority of the energy here, I really feel like this person likes you a lot. They really want to connect with you deeply. It's almost like they want you to like become one with them, but only when you guys are in like a really private moment. Because we have the 12th house here, which talks about seclusion and like, I feel like if there's any house that's introverted, it's the 12th house. So I am seeing this whole vibe of like, they want to get you alone. They want to, sweet talk you, with the ears and the talking they want to kind of like sweet talk you. They think you're tough. So whether you're a woman or a man watching my channel, they think you're like tough or that you have kind of a no nonsense attitude towards life. And so that's something that they really appreciate about you. It's something that turns them on as well. I think that's about it. I think I'm keeping these pick a card short and sweet. So I'm going to end the reading there. If you guys enjoyed this reading, feel free to like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading and you resonated with my energy, feel free to subscribe to the channel and join the Cody Tarot team. We're always welcoming new people here. And with that said, we're going to move on to group 2 with the Tangerine Quartz. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Bye. Hey, group 2, this is if you picked the Tangerine Quartz right here. So really cool fiery quartz stone, works with the sacral chakra. Okay, let's get into your reading. First, we're gonna get a card to see who is obsessed with you. And let's see, we have Dolphin Spirit. Oh, cool, I don't get this card often. I don't pull this card often. So we have Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. Let's get another card. This card in the last reading, I'm leaving these cards very open to interpretation. I'm very much, I'm not letting the positions dictate what the cards represent, but in the last reading, this represented how this person, or how the group saw them, basically. So we have Prince here. And I'm gonna get some tarot cards for group 2 on what they're actually thinking or why they're obsessed with you. What are they thinking about when it comes to you guys? Okay. We have 9 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Death and Rebirth card. Okay, I'm also going to roll the Astro Dice to get some more information. And we have Libra, 5th house, and the Moon. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. The main gist with this person is they're definitely interested in you based on, like, they want to make money with you. This person thinks you're kind of like a secret gold mine of like wealth and abundance is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. With Death and Rebirth here, they also see you as someone who is a new chapter in their life. They see you as someone that represents the next stage of their own life. So when they're kind of obsessed, they're kind of fixated on you. With this person, I wouldn't say they're quite obsessed, but they're fixated. They kind of want to mine your potential to the fullest, is kind of what I'm saying. And with Prince here, this is like the word potential comes up in this card. It says romantic charm and potential for power. This person sees your potential, and they definitely want to kind of mine that potential in you, if that makes sense. How do I put this better? They also see you as the next chapter in their life. They see you as someone who's going to journey with them into the next stage of life. So that's going to mean different things for different people, but this is who this person is. So let me get more into who this person is specifically. With Dolphin Spirit here, I feel like this person is very young at heart. I feel like this person with the 2 represented here in the moon, I feel like this person is highly intuitive. This is someone who kind of knows things about you without you having to tell them too much. It's someone who can like guess the right things about you pretty easily. With this and that are true, I feel like this person has this way of describing one thing as accurate and then the next thing is accurate equally, even though they might be opposite things. So this person is also kind of has the ability to see how there's multiple truths in our reality that all coexist at the same time. You may have had philosophical debates, because this and that are true is a very philosophical statement, right? In a way. So one thing that I'm seeing too with the Dolphin Spirit, this person could come in and out of your life periodically. So this person is someone who maybe is not around all the time, or who only pops in every so often. Now, this could be because they're straight up just really busy and they can only see you so often, or this could be someone who just comes in and out of your life periodically because they like it that way, right? The way I kind of see dolphins, and this is kind of a personal association, is whenever I'm at the ocean or the beach, which is not too far away from where I live, but whenever I'm there, it's like every once in a while you'll see a dolphin, but you won't always see a dolphin. So the way I associate dolphins is kind of like they pop up when you need them. They're kind of like good luck charms. So this person to you could feel like a good luck charm to you, if that makes sense. They feel like someone who could provide you with like a lucky break or something like that. This person also sees you as like kind of like a magnet for funds or money or something like that. Or they want to kind of mine stuff with you. With 4 of Pentacles, I feel like they really feel protective over you, or they want you to protect them. That's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. They kind of want you to protect them. For some of you, it's going to be them being protective over you, but for the most part, I'm seeing they want you to protect them. With 9 of Cups here, I see that they feel like there's a connection of luck between both of you. With the 5th house is kind of ruled by Leo. So I do feel like there's an element of creativity here. I feel like one thing they want to do with you is they want to create with you. Whether that's painting pictures, doing like scenes together, or singing and composing music together, or something like that. This person definitely really wants to create with you. They want to get really creative. They want to think of different creative ideas. Specifically, their motive is to make money. Like they definitely want to make money. Money is on their mind. And they believe that if they get creative with you, they can make a whole bunch of, like, they can make a whole shitload of cash, basically. With 2 of Pentacles here, I feel like this person feels like there's a delicate balance with you. I feel like this person feels there's this sense of, how do I put this? It's almost like they have to juggle your energies and their energies at the same time. And that's something that they think about from time to time, even though they can't get you off their mind. They think about like, man, how am I going to manage this person's energy versus my energy? How am I going to juggle that, basically? It's interesting because with Death and Rebirth, they definitely see you in the next chapter of their life. They see you as someone who is going to transition them into that next chapter. It's also for zodiac signs. This is just for extra confirmation, but this person could be a Libra, or this could be someone who, it would explain the balancing act that they're doing right here with, trying to balance your feelings and their feelings, right? Because Libra is all about the other. So we have Libra here as someone, this person could be a Libra. With 9 of Cups here, I feel like they feel like you guys would just get so lucky together. There's something about getting lucky together, or maybe there's something along the lines of, with this person, you guys have gotten lucky in the past. Maybe you've worked on a creative project in the past and it turned out really well, or it got a lot of public approval or something like that. So I feel like this person knows that when you two put your heads together with your creative energies, it gets gets a lot of recognition, it gets a lot of reward, it gets a lot of praise, and therefore they're thinking it could get you guys a lot of money. With the moon card here, I feel this person wants to be a support in your life. They want to be supportive towards you and they want to nurture you is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. Back to Prince, where it says romantic charm and potential for power. I think you see this person in the same way they see you. I think this is a mutual connection. I just think they're a little bit more obsessed with you than you are with them, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting, because this is coming out in obsession reading. I feel like this person is someone you appreciate and you admire, but I feel like this person is thinking a little more about you than you are about them, even though it's very reciprocal, right? With the Two of Pentacles here, I do see it's reciprocal, but one of these bags is actually real and the other one's illusionary, right? Which just kind of is a symbol in this connection for the fact that one person might be, even though your goals are the same with this person, both of you have the similar goals. It's like one of you might be a little more unrealistic than the other one as far as like what I don't know if it's what you're trying to achieve. It's just one of you might have more unrealistic plans. So the other one probably brings the other down to reality. I think the one that's more unrealistic, which I think is them, has this thing about fantasizing. I think they fantasize about you. They think about you. But it's interesting. I'm not seeing too much about romance, except we do have the 5th house here, which talks about lovers and romance and partners of that nature. But I do think this is like a equal exchange of energy. Trying to see if I see anything else. Yeah, the interesting thing is I feel like this person, with the moon here, the dolphin spirit, and the death and rebirth card, I feel like this person in a way sees right through you, or you could feel like this person kind of sees into you a little bit, if that makes sense. I feel like this person has a way of like knowing certain things about you without you kind of having to explain certain things, if that makes sense. Definitely some high priestess energy here too, with the 2 and the dolphin number and then the moon here too. The only thing I would have to warn you guys against, I feel like with shadow attributes is using power for self-aggrandizement. I feel like the only thing that I would warn you against this connection, this person is definitely really obsessed with you, and I feel like this connection is pretty healthy. So I definitely feel like if you're wondering, like if you're thinking watching this reading, like, oh my gosh, should I pursue this person? Maybe you're worried about that as well. But this is a pretty healthy connection. You just have to watch out for your guys' egos, because I feel like you both boost each other up quite a bit. And I feel like you're very protective of each other's energies. And so I do feel like this person, how do I put this? They could talk you up a lot and you could talk them up a lot. And so you guys could live in your own world where you're like royalty to each other. And that can be a really fun place to live in. But like you have to watch out for like other people's attitudes towards you, basically. Especially with like Libra here, which is representing the other, it's like watching out for like how people view your like royalty that you're projecting, if that makes sense. And just so you know, this is a very small warning. This is not something, I'm not in no way saying like stop having fun or stop trying to make your money or like stop trying to like get your rewards in life. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like as you go through life and the process of the world, you know, this is kind of like an us against them kind of vibe is kind of what I'm feeling. Just make sure you take the other into account, because that is important in this lifetime. I think this person will be more aware of it, but I think right now they're so focused on you, like their mind is so like, how do I put this? Obsessed with you guys, that like with this and that are true. I feel like what they normally can weigh things out, they're putting a lot of emphasis on you right now. And so I feel like they're not taking into account other people's feelings in this situation. So just keep that in mind. With the death and rebirth card here, I see you guys could start a whole brand new chapter together. This is someone that you could take by the hand and waltz off into the future together and just start a brand new life is kind of what I'm seeing. All right, I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was a lot of fun today. If you liked the reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading and you resonated with my energy, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we're going to move on to group 3 with the desert class. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Hello, group 3. If you pick the desert class, this will be your reading. Do. Okay. Getting into your reading, let's get an animal oracle card to see who this person is that's obsessed with you guys. Okay, we have Coyote Spirit. Interesting. And we need another card to represent more about this connection and who this person is and how maybe even you view them. And we have Teacher. And now I'm just going to draw some tarot cards. We're going to keep this reading short and simple today. Today's like a day where I'm feeling very expressive with myself, but my mind is kind of all over the place, so I have to kind of keep the readings short. So I'll have more longer readings in the future, I'm sure, but this reading in particular is going to be a shorter one. Who knows? Watch. This is the pile where I go on for like 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's see what this person is thinking about you as they obsess over you. We have 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull from the middle of the deck. And High Priestess and 9 of Pentacles. I wanted to pull from a different area of the deck because I'm getting a lot. This is so much energy from how I'm reading it right off the bat. I still need to look over the cards, but it's just a lot of energy from them. Okay, so let's see. We have 12th house, Mercury, and Libra. Okay. This person could be a Libra. I'm just putting that out there. I rolled the zodiac dice to see what type of person this could be. One other group had a Libra too, so maybe Libras are just really feeling it right now, feeling obsessed with other people. But yeah, Libra, this person could be a Libra. I feel called for you guys to roll another sign just to say, okay, so also Virgo. Okay, so Libra and Virgo, I feel like could be a Virgo that's obsessed with you. So, okay, let's see. Libra, I'm going to leave it at Libra though, because I'm really feeling Libra too. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So this is going to be a person that you guys probably don't know who this is. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to do my best to describe this person so you guys can figure it out. But there's a lot here in the tarot cards that indicate that this person is not coming forward or they're keeping themselves very hidden and secret. This person is a lover, like they love from afar is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. With Coyote Spirit, I feel like this person presents like a tricky appearance in front of you, or this person seems like they're tricking you all the time, or this person is crafty with their words, or they're kind of manipulative is not the right word. They're just kind of like I'm almost kind of seeing like someone who is like a one-upper is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing too a little bit. But it's someone who's crafty with their words, right? Like you can't quite pinpoint what they mean or what they're talking about because the way they use language is very like difficult to understand. This person probably does not speak that clearly. This person is spiritual, and they're spiritual in the sense that they really fully embrace surprises. That's kind of how their spirituality operates. You know, a lot of people like, you know, especially you guys coming to tarot reading, stuff like that, it's a good way to like know how the future unfolds and to like prepare for what's to come and like get your mindset in the right energy to like meet life's challenges that are coming up next. And that's all good and grand. But this person really enjoys the surprises the universe throws their way. They're very much like, if you talk to this person about their spiritual beliefs, this person is the type of person who they know that like something could hit them out of left field and they wouldn't even expect it. And that could be the answer to all their solutions, right? And they almost like expect the unexpected is kind of what I'm seeing. And with trust and divine detours, they know to follow those fully. So this person is not fully committed to one path. I feel like this person can change direction pretty easily, or they don't like fully commit to one particular way of doing something. They have this way of jumping ship almost is kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like with how you're represented as to this person, I feel like they see you as kind of like a teacher. I feel like you teach this person things. I feel like for a lot of you, this person is younger. I feel like this person does look up to you. I feel like they are romantically into you. And they're a little tormented by it is kind of what I'm seeing. They kind of, with Mercury here, I feel like you guys have good communication. You talk well. It's hard to explain. I feel like they are understanding you, but you're not understanding them. Because I feel like the way they talk is very like obtruse or vague or something like that. And I feel like you you guys watching this, you maybe speak very clearly and like you communicate your ideas very clearly is kind of what I'm saying with the teacher card. I'm saying that you communicate like whatever you need to communicate to your audience. You guys are very good communicators is kind of how I'm seeing this, or this person at least sees you that way. But this person is probably a little bit younger. They probably don't have this ability to speak that well. So I feel like this person does not, how do I put this? It's almost like you guys are using words as like language or communication or to convey ideas or knowledge. And this person uses words as kind of like ways to paint pictures, or they use words in an artistic way, right? It's like one person is using language in like a right-brained way and the other person is using language in like a left-brained way is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So the way this could turn out is that you guys could have some miscommunication, or you could perceive on their end that they might not be hearing you correctly. But what I'm seeing with the Mercury symbol here is that they, and with the teacher card especially, they are understanding you perfectly. Like they understand you perfectly. They understand everything that you are saying to them. They understand all the things. So that you might get hints that you don't think they're understanding by what they say, but if you like watch their actions, you'll know that they're understanding you, because I feel like this person really looks up to you and they kind of admire you almost as like a role model is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. Let's see what else. With 12th house here, I feel like this person secretly dreams of being alone with you. They secretly dream of being alone with you. The thing of 12th house, I think 12th house also has to do with like hospitals and stuff. So I'm seeing this like caregiving vibe. Like I feel like they want, it's interesting. I feel like they actually, this is interesting because I feel like usually it's like the younger person usually wants the older person to take care of them. I feel like they secretly wish they could take care of you, or they could nurture you. They secretly wish that they could be the one to come to you and help you and get you out of tricky situations is kind of the vibe that I'm getting with the 12th house. And I feel like they want to do this in either a secretive way, or they just want to be alone with you when they do this. They kind of want alone time with you. With the 5 of Cups, I'm seeing that this person definitely feels a little sad over the connection with you. I feel like they feel like they can't have you, or I feel like they feel like they're looking at the negative side of things with you. Like they're thinking like, oh, this person's way too good for me. This person's not the type of person who would go for me. I feel like this person is so well spoken and so, how do I put this? I feel like they feel like you're out of their league a little bit is kind of what I'm getting with the 5 of Cups. So it's like with these cups here, where she has these hopes and dreams in these cups, she's just dumping them in this black hole, right? Because she's just like, it's never gonna happen, right? And so they're in this state of like being stimulated by you guys, by group 3. They're in this state by being stimulated by you, but then they kind of just, down the drain. They just like they don't believe that they could achieve you, right? And maybe they're right. Maybe it is a situation where it's just a certain situation where it's not going to happen between you and them, and it's just something that they're tormented about, With 7 of Cups, I feel like they feel on part of you is a mystery, right? I feel like they feel like part of you is a mystery, and also I feel like even though they're obsessed with you, they're also obsessed with other people. So with these cups being upside down and these ladders and everything, it's like this person's making a decision, right? They're making a decision on what cup to pick. So I feel like they're obsessed with quite a few people at the same time, which is interesting. I feel like only this person could really do that, because usually people, when they get obsessed with someone, they only have one person on their mind. But this person in particular, they're obsessed with a lot of different people all at the same time. So you're one of many, just keep that in mind. But they are obsessed with you. They would kind of like it's almost like they would do anything to be with you. But the thing is, with the High Priestess here, they're watching you from afar. This is the type of person who, with this High Priestess, her eyes are closed, but she can still see. So this is the type of person who can kind of watch you from afar and feel like they still are in a connection with you and exploring that connection, but they don't have to bring those feelings to the surface. So I feel like this person definitely has very secretive feelings about you. This person is someone who, how do I put this? You guys have great communication, right? Especially on your end. I feel like they really understand you. But I feel like maybe they're reluctant to even reveal things about themselves to you, or they want to keep hidden on some level to you. They don't want you to know too much about them, because they are, in a way, they're a little worried that their feelings are going to leak out, or how do I put this? They kind of want to remain anonymous in their crush to you, is kind of what I'm seeing. I don't see this person moving forward. I just see them really enjoying the thought chase, is kind of how I'm going to say it. It's like they enjoy thinking about you and they don't enjoy making a move. They just want to kind of think about you from a distance, and they kind of enjoy the thought chase, as that's the best way to put it. So like thoughts, like thinking, and chase, like you're chasing someone. Like you guys know in romance we talk about the chase, right? This is like the thought chase. This is someone who's like wants to think chase you, if that makes sense. They don't want to make an actual move on you. They just want to kind of keep it in their head and not let you know. With Nine of Pentacles, this also talks about them being alone. And one thing that's interesting is something that they think about when they think about you. This is kind of a derailment, but when they're thinking about you, their mind goes to their money situation and how financially independent they want to be or they are. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it really has nothing to do with you guys. I'm seeing that here. It's like a separate thought. It's like they're thinking about you and this thought of them being financially independent comes through. So maybe they feel like it's like their thoughts kind of flip-flop with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, like the traditional imagery, she's looking at the cups that are fallen down. Then if she turns around, she can see the cups that are up. If you look back around, they're fallen down, then up. So it's like the glass is half full, half empty syndrome. So I feel like this person has this way of kind of looking at like, oh, what would it be like to be with them? How amazing would it be to be with them? And because they're thinking about you so much, the opposite of those thoughts are them thinking about themselves alone and financially independent. I feel like this person also has a dream of being alone, financially independent. That's something that I feel like this person, say they were to pursue you and say they were to come after you, or they were to ask you out or something like that. I feel like this person would, in the back of their mind, if they were with you, would be thinking about like being alone and being financially independent. That's kind of a dream that they have, is kind of what I'm seeing. So that's a little bit about this person. Let me see if I see anything else. Yeah, this person's mind's definitely all over the place. When I first pulled these cards, what I was mentioning in the beginning of the reading, when these cards came out, I said this is a lot of energy. This person mainly has more negative thoughts about you. Not that they think negatively about you, like they don't imagine you as a negative person, but their thoughts that they're thinking are more destructive because of you. It's like they're so into you that their thoughts are like, oh, I can never have them, or I could never get with them, so I'm just gonna forget about it. But then you're in their life again, and they're like, oh, they're in my life. So this person's a little bit tormented, right? With Seven of Cups here, I feel like this person could easily get distracted by another person, though, which is interesting. I feel like they're obsessed with multiple people all at the same time, which is kind of interesting. This person definitely, with the Libra sign here, this person could be a Libra. This zodiac sign is just for confirmation. If this person, you know they're not a Libra, and it's like really the rest of the reading's resonating, ignore this. This is just for some people who need that confirmation of the zodiac sign. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys today. This was a fun one. Thank you for watching. If you liked the reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed the reading, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we're going to move on to group 4 with the Black Tourmaline. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Last group 4 with the Black Tourmaline. Thank you guys for coming to my reading today. I don't know why I feel like thanking you right off the bat. Maybe this is like divine moment. Maybe you guys came to this reading and you've never been on my channel before. I'm kind of feeling that for some people here that are picked this pile. Okay, let's see. We have, for your person, we have Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between. This card, this Animal Oracle card coming out, is representing this person that's obsessed with you. This person that kind of has you on their mind, where this is talking about their characteristics. We're going to pull this card next to get more about them and the connection between both of you, and also almost how they perceive you, or how they perceive you, or how you perceive them. This card's kind of nebulous, I'm going to be honest. We have Student, okay. Interesting. Group 3, we had Teacher, so got some interesting dynamics going on. Maybe people have school crushes. Student could be someone that this could represent someone who you've met through school, or someone who is obsessed with you that you know through an educational setting. And then we're gonna get some tarot cards, and this is gonna describe how they are thinking about you, what they are actually thinking, why they're obsessed with you, and what they're obsessed with about you, how their thought process is going. Okay, let's see. We have 3 of Wands, we have 4 of Cups, we have 10 of Cups, and we have Justice. trying to center these cards, but I'm not, my mind's just flying a million miles a minute. So, okay, let's see. And I'm also gonna draw or roll the astro dice. We have Saturn, third house, and Cancer. So this person could be a Cancer. That's just something, confirmation for those of you who are like talking to a Cancer or who you feel like the Cancer is attracted to you or something like that. This is just confirmation, but we're going to get into the rest of the reading, and that's going to be the real confirmation after we discuss the reading. So let's get into it. Okay, so there are some things happening here. Let's just get into it. Okay, so Flamingo Spirit, this is something coming across as how you will know this person. This is someone who you are actually attracted to, but not that much. It's like you're kind of attracted to them, but they're not like igniting that full-on spark that makes you want to like, that makes you go crazy, right? Like this person is definitely a little more obsessed with you than you are with them. And a lot of their obsession is not necessarily like having to do with you so much, but it's having to do with the environment that they're in and kind of like the feelings that they're feeling. Because I feel honestly with the third house and student here, there's a high possibility and probability that a lot of you watching this is someone you know through an educational institution like school or college or something like that. This is someone you know through learning something or some aspect of education. I feel like maybe you study the same subject as this person or you're learning the same type of skill as this person. This person is tormented by you a little bit because they find it very difficult to communicate with you. We have that with the Saturn card here. This relationship just represents hardships. I feel like this person feels like you would be a lot of work, or that they would feel like you don't like them. Or with Saturn here, I feel like there's just this vibe of like there's a critical voice in their head is kind of what I'm seeing. And I feel like they know that they're not your type, but they want to make it work anyway. They feel like if they pursue this and work hard at it and kind of keep at it with you, that they could get something really meaningful and fulfilling out of this connection. With Four of Cups here, I feel like this kind of, whatever environment this is where you guys both are, where you're just sitting learning things or where you're kind of like bored learning different things or whatever. With the Four of Cups here, I feel like this is like, I'm definitely seeing a classroom setting. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, this person is like bored in class. Like that's one of the reasons why they fantasize about you. I feel like you sit like maybe a couple rows away or something and they're just fantasizing about you. And they're imagining like with this Three of Wands here, they want to take you on vacation. Like they're ready for spring break, or this, if I upload this after spring, your guys' spring breaks, they're just, maybe they wanted to take you on spring break. Maybe they even approached you about something like, hey, you want to go hang out on, the beach or something. So with Three of Wands, I definitely see that they want to kind of like vacation with you, or they're waiting till school's out. They're waiting till school's out and it's summer and they can just hang out with you and like relax. I feel like this person with Saturn here, they're doing a lot of hard work, or they're trying to like really push through school. But with the Four of Cups here, I see that they're so bored. Like they really don't want to be in school, or they know they kind of have to. This is the type of person with the Saturn here. They feel like it's their duty, right, to be in school is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it's kind of their obsession from you is created out of this sense that like, how do I put this? Like, first of all, they feel like you would be hard work. But the reason they're in this hard work mentality, this Saturn mentality, they must have Saturn transiting something in their birth chart or something, because what I'm seeing here is they're stuck in this Saturn path, right? And so they're looking at you and they kind of know you'd be a hard person to connect with, or that connecting with you would be difficult a little bit, but they still want to do it. They're kind of obsessed with you. It's almost like they want the challenge, but at the same time, they're so burnt out from the other challenges in their life, so they're looking for just a new challenge, right? This is the type of person who might just jump from challenge to challenge. Anyway, whatever the case, they're obsessed with you and they want to take you on vacation. They feel like if they got you in a really relaxed environment where you guys were both chill, relaxed, having fun, specifically the beach is coming to mind. They might want to take you to the beach. But if they feel like if they really got you on that level, that really relaxed, chill level, that level where you guys could just be informal and you wouldn't have to deal with like the classroom stuff, or like, I feel like for maybe some of you, there's like politics at school or something like that could be getting in the way. But they want to get you in a really relaxed environment. They feel like they could like have the upper hand there. There's something about having the upper hand. With 10 of Cups here, they do fantasize about having a family with you. That's something that's coming through. They do fantasize about that perfect, happy marriage with you. It's interesting how this is like this person operates, because I don't feel like I know the psychology, like I'm reading the cards, right? And I'm getting the psychology of this person. But I don't know if I've met a person in my life that has the psychology. This person might be a pretty rare type of personality. And with Embrace the In-Between, I feel like this person is like in between two things, if that makes sense. So I feel like when you look at this person, one way you can tell them, like even their outfits or the way they dress might be like in between different things. Like they might dress kind of half one style, but then half another style or something like that. And so they have this like double style kind of thing going on. They're kind of in between worlds. Like they're almost they could be in between like here and like the psychic realms or the intuitive realms as well. But I'm not seeing that as much. I'm mainly just seeing that they have this sense of being like in between projects, in between challenges, in between things that, yeah, I feel also this person with the Four of Cups here, this person doesn't accept offers from the universe very easily. Like they're the ones, they want to decide the challenge, but they're stuck in this hardship mentality. So they're picking things that are difficult for them, or they're picking things that are difficult for them to handle, if that makes sense. This person very much could be a Cancer. With that sign here, I'm just reiterating that just to bring that back up. So if you guys need that confirmation. With Justice here, I feel like this person also sees you as kind of like their opposite, and that's part of the challenge, right? They see you as someone that represents their shadow side. So they want to kind of engage with you because they see it as like this challenge and this way of, how do I put this? It's like, in a way, they're almost looking at like a mirror image. It's interesting. They're obsessed with you also because even though they're thinking about marriage with you, they're thinking about, it's hard to put this into words. It's like you're the boss in a video game, right? And they're like, this is the type of person who's like, they might even play video games, this person, but this is the type of person who kind of sees life like a video game and they want the next challenge, right? They like to work for things in life is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So they see you as kind of like a hardship, but something that needs to be overcome, right? This is the type of person who might see you as kind of like, it's interesting. They might like you, like have a crush on you and be obsessed with you, but they also might see you as an enemy. But at the same time, they might see you as someone they want to start a family with. And I'm telling you, I don't know people like this, but this is how the reading's coming across. So bear with me, guys. But this person, they do want that happiness with you, but they do see you as kind of that component to them that's like their shadow side, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm making myself clear there. Yeah, here with openness to lifelong learning and the student role, I feel like this person is open to learning different things in their life, or they're looking for the next challenge, but the universe is like trying to offer them ways out to a more easy life and they just keep refusing it. It's like the universe is like, here, have this really easy life where everything's just handed to you. Like you deserve it. You're ready for it. And I think part of this person's journey is to learn to accept that in the long run. But at this point in their life, they're just focusing on hardships and hard work and kind of like pushing through. And so one thing that I'm seeing with you is you do represent this kind of challenge to them. It's interesting because I feel like they operate very well in really relaxed atmospheres where everyone's really low key and informal and stuff like that. So I feel like they do want to get you in one of those atmospheres so they can like communicate with you. This is the type of person who you might be talking to in a really chill atmosphere, or if there's like a function at your school or something like that. And some of you, this might not be a school. I'm just getting that for a lot of you watching this reading because we have the third house on the student card here. But for maybe there's like a concert at your school that your school's throwing or something. And this person's like a really relaxed environment. They finally like approach you, or they kind of like start talking to you. But then as you're talking to them, they want to get into serious discussions with you, or they're trying to get into those shadowy depths of conversation, if that makes sense. But really you're thinking like, what are you doing? Like, we're at a party, like just have fun. But this person feels like the environment itself, like would relax you enough where they could dig in that way to like communicate with you, if that makes sense. This person is really fascinated by you. Like they're definitely fascinated by your psychology, what you're about. And with Justice card here, I'm also seeing too, they want to know a little bit about your ethics. They want to know like what you think is fair, what you think is wrong, what you think is right. They're kind of curious about that. Also with the Justice card here, this could be a karmic relationship. This could be someone that, at least for them, you represent like a karmic partner for them, which is interesting because they are still thinking about marriage, right? They are still feeling like, you guys could have a really happy, beautiful marriage together, even though you're also a karmic partner. So this person is attracted to struggle. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So if you're not the type of people who want kind of like a really intense kind of struggling kind of relationship, this might not be the type of person I would go for. But yeah, this is the person who's obsessed with you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading and you resonated with my energy, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we are moving on to the end of the reading. There's no more piles. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye.